Hi everyone, I'm back with a Valentine's Day card that we're going to put together, and I'll show you all the products that I used. This is going to be a pretty simple one. The paper line that I used is the American Crafts with Love paper pack, and I used some Tim Holtz spiced marmalade. I use the Dewdrop Versa Magic Turquoise Gem. And I also use the Tim Holtz Ideology Grunge Blocks. I use these. And I use the Tattered Angels Glimmer Mist, the Mallard. And then I also used the Studio G Heart Punch. I picked that up at Walmart for $1. And then I also used this Studio G stamp, and it says, "You are the only one for me." You guys probably can't see that very well. Okay, so anyway, our card measures 5.5 this way by 4, and the same as our pattern paper we're going to use. So I'm just going to go ahead and adhere that down onto my card base. I'm going to use my ATG, but before I adhere it down, I took a piece of seam binding, and let me see if this is one. I took a piece of seam binding, it was just white seam binding, and that's where my spiced marmalade came in. I just laid it down and I rubbed my pad across it, wet it down with some water, and just dried it with my heat tool. So we're going to put that onto our base here. I'm just going to put it right behind. And since I have tape on the back, the ATG, that should hold it. But I will go back over it just to make sure. Then we'll put this down onto our card base. Okay. Then what I did was I took the grunge blocks and laid them all out, and that's when I sprayed them with my Tattered Angels. You guys probably cannot see the shimmer on that. Oh, there you go, just a little bit. But that's what I did with all of my letters, and I already adhered them onto this pattern paper. And what I did was on all the pattern papers, I just cut them all at different sizes so they can just all look like they're different sizes. And I'm just gonna, and I already glued them on, and I used the zip dry glue to glue my grunge board onto my pattern paper. And I'm just going to kind of set them out so I kind of know where everything's going to line up. And I distressed all of the paper with the Versa Magic, the turquoise gem. So it's going to kind of be like this. And I'm also going to use my zip dry to adhere it down. I really like this glue. It holds really, really well. The only thing is it always seems to plug up on me. Okay. So let's get all of these letters put down onto the pattern paper here. And I figured this would make a good masculine card for Valentine's Day, or both. And I might, the reason why I did the orange was to bring out the orange hearts in this pattern paper, this heart pattern paper. And I was going to maybe give it a bow to give it a little bit more after we put our hearts on. Okay, so there's that. Now I punched out all of the hearts in red, and I just used some regular red cardstock I had, and I'm going to use my Zig 2-way glue, and I'm just going to kind of put them wherever on here. It's not really going to matter, and I can always punch out more if I need more. So I'm just going to kind of go every which way with them. Oops, sorry. Bumping the camera. Actually, I have you guys sitting on a box. I put my iPad on there, and that's how I record all of my videos, is from my iPad, and I put it up on a box so you sit up a little bit higher so everybody can see. Well, let's put this one down here. Now, I don't know if I'm going to do a bow or not, but I do have a little bit of seam binding left. Let's see what it looks like. Might do it over here in this corner. And I'm not really going to do a bow, I'm just going to kind of tie it in a knot, because the seam binding is already crinkly like. We can always cut that off. Whoops. And then on the inside, what we're going to do, here's what the card looks like. And then on the inside, I took 2 pieces of that same pattern paper, and I just cut them out at different lengths. And I'm just going to glue them like this, and I already stamped it, and it says, "You are the only one for me." And I'm just going to glue it like that, and then glue it inside of my card. Actually, we'll just do it separately, because otherwise I probably will miss half of it and not get it taped up. And I also inked these up too with the turquoise gem, just to give it a little bit more color on the inside. Okay. Oops. So then that's what the inside looks like. So that's my first Valentine's Day card, and I want to thank you guys for watching. And if you're not a subscriber, subscribe down below and leave a comment. And thank you guys for watching. Have a great day.